Ooh. Yes, I got the code for this. 298. 2928. Sweetness. There's nothing really much in here. Finally, a stun gun, which will be useful for taking down O'Malley. No, I'm gonna keep to my word. I'm gonna punch the dude in the face. I'll just sell the stun gun. Okay, where is he? I'm gonna punch a dude in the face. Gonna punch him in the face. Right. There's not really enough room to write O'Malley on my knuckles, is there? Okay. Hello. Okay, oh yes. Here is the part where you can do something bad. So you're going to want to save at this point before you talk to him. He'll offer you a bribe, and if you accept the bribe, you get the achievement.
I don't know why I didn't recognize you the first time. Here to make sure your treachery is complete.
You play a dangerous game, O'Malley. Manipulating people, killing them. What's happening here shouldn't come as a surprise. It's an inevitable consequence.
In the end, it seems you and I aren't so different, Mr. Jensen. You too seem to consider this world only through cold, hard facts.
Whatever. I'm here to arrest you. I strongly suggest you consider a peaceful resolution.
I'm afraid I won't be able to comply, Mr. Jensen. But allow me to make you a different offer.
So yeah, you can listen, in which case he'll tell you about the bribe and the blood money, or just...
Save your breath. We're done with this bullshit. You're going down.
So be it.
He's gonna pull out a pistol, and I'm gonna punch him in the face. Oh yeah. I barely knew the guy, but that was still very satisfying. Give me the pistol. There we go. Alright, anything else in here? Nope. Let's return to Jenny. Right. Man, I hate apartments. You just get turned around in them. Well, at least I do. Because every corridor looks the same and you don't remember your way around. There she is. Hello, my name is Lazarus.
So? What happened?
Complete.
He looked a bit tired and it made him grumpy. He's asleep now. All that's left to do is go in there and cuff him.
I've always liked your style, Jensen. I know I've said it a couple of times already, but thanks. You've done a really good thing today. It's been a pleasure working with you again. Just like old times, eh? Good luck with, well, whatever it is your cute ass is working on these days.
Right. And I believe you still get that achievement if you handed in the blood... not handed in, if you received the blood money. But if you want to stay good, you can save right before you talk, and then reload afterwards. And then choose the good option. Because, you know, everybody wants to be a good guy. Everybody wants to be a badass good guy, but a good guy nonetheless. Wrong menu again. Ooh, I really should use those. Combine first with the pistol, and then with the combat rifle. Ta-da! Oh, yeah, I want to sell the stun gun. Yeah, stun gun. And stun darts. Because I don't need them. I have my
What's
fists.
your pleasure, friend?
My pleasure is selling you my weapons and getting some money. For more weapons. And upgrades. I believe you actually get the explosive rounds for the revolver I was talking about earlier from this guy. I don't remember how much they cost, though.
Always a pleasure.
I think it was about, if it's not 500 credits, then it's about 1,500 credits. Sorry, make these active again. Fortunately, they're both in the same place. That's why I'm making them both active. They're both not that way. They're both at my apartment, which is this way. And once you get to Mrs. Reed, Cassandra, I believe her name was, Megan's mother, you have the choice to either give her Megan's bracelet, or you can keep Megan's bracelet for yourself. If you keep it for yourself, then you actually get an achievement for it. But, you know, it's kind of a mean thing to do. It's selfish. You want to give it back to her. I mean, it's her daughter's. I don't really think there are any negative repercussions by keeping it. You just get the achievement, but you can do that thing that you did earlier where you just save it and you reload after you'd gotten the achievement, and then you do the good thing. I never really looked up when I went into my apartment. I actually quite like the architecture. Very, I don't really know what the word for it is. Very nice. Very pretty. Oh, hello, Mrs. Reed. I didn't know you were going to be here at all.
Have you found anything? Please, I've got to know what really happened to Megan.
Let's complete
I've
this thing.
investigated all of Detective Chase's leads. You were right. Something was off with Megan's case.
So, what did you find?
A puppy. Oh, apparently that's not any of the options. Witness?
There were only 3 people who got out of the labs alive. Me and 2 others. One died in the hospital a few days later. The second one, a lab tech, was ready to give a detailed description of what he saw. Funny thing is, by the time the investigators got to him, he couldn't remember a thing.
You sound like you don't believe that.
I don't.
Obviously.
Not from the reports I've read. I think someone got to him first.
Medical examiner?
Someone in the government, a man named Manderley, ordered that a specially appointed medical examiner perform the autopsy. He bypassed the local ME. Simply put, that's not a good sign.
It sure doesn't sound good.
Mercs.
An officer assigned to the case was asked to get rid of a major piece of evidence. Footage from one of our intellicams showed fuzzy images of the attackers bringing something inside the labs.
What? What were they bringing in?
I don't know. But for someone higher up to want that evidence gone, it must have been important.
And finally,
I
identification.
got my hand on a test report that confirms what was bothering Chase. The attackers used excessive measures to make bodies and equipment unidentifiable.
Oh my God, Megan. What do you make of this, Adam?
I don't
She's
know
still
exactly.
alive.
I guess the idea was to leave no traces, no DNA evidence that would link back to them. But it just seems a bit too convenient.
So what you're telling me is we couldn't find anything conclusive?
No.
Just
I'm
suspicious.
sorry. But one thing's for sure. Somebody's been hard at work covering up and destroying evidence related to this case. Somebody with power who wanted to erase anything that might have made the investigation linger.
And here's the option to either give or keep the bracelet. If you keep the bracelet, then you get an achievement for keeping the bracelet. I will give the bracelet.
I'm sorry, Cassandra. I wish I had more tangible answers to give you. But I did stumble on something I think you should have. I found Megan's bracelet. I'm sure she'd want you to have it.
Oh, Adam, that's very kind of you. Her grandmother gave it to her. She loved that bracelet very much. Thank you for all you did. And, do you know exactly how Megan died?
There.
I read the report.
I'll be the nice guy.
She didn't suffer, Cassandra. I can promise you that.
Thank you, Adam. It's not much, but it still brings me some comfort. I miss her so much.
Don't worry, Cassandra. This is not over. I don't know how or when, but I will get to the bottom of this.
I knew I was right to trust you, Adam. But please, be careful. It's strange. I thought knowing what really happened would make me feel better. But nothing will ever justify this. My daughter is gone, and I'll never get her back. I wish I could be sure she gets justice.
Trust me, she will.
And we get the achievement for completing Motherly Ties, but we do not get the achievement for, I believe it was called Sentimental Value, for keeping the bracelet.
Where are you, Jensen? I haven't got all night.
Hello, Pritchard. I'm almost in my apartment now.
Well, when you do get in there, connect the neural hub to your computer. I've created a secure tunnel, and I'll take over remotely.
You can access my personal computer.
Who do you think configured your security protocols?
That's not slightly worrying at all. Evidently this is my apartment.
Welcome home, Mr. Jensen.
Pretty cool. And there's a code around here for that somewhere, but I do not remember where. Basically, it opens up the TV. Pretty cool. I believe it's actually on your computer, now that I think about it. Quickly pick up the combat rifles lying around. As you can tell from the conversation earlier, you can kind of piece together that Megan is probably still alive. And you'd be right. She's still alive. Not to spoil anything, but it's pretty obvious when you think about it. Yeah, let's head on to the computer now.
Pritchard, the hub's connected.
I know. Now be quiet and let me concentrate.
I need his name, Pritchard, not his entire genetic history.
That's not his DNA. It's the data he was trying to steal from us before he... My God, Jensen. Your suicide hacker didn't kill himself.
You
We know.
obviously didn't see his brain splattered all over the floor.
No, you don't understand. The wet drive modification in this chip, it allows someone to hack through you. It turns you, quite literally, into a human proxy.
So he wasn't working alone. Someone off-site was doing the actual hacking.
Exactly. And whoever it was tried to hide his location by using multiple satellites. But I may have just traced him to here, an abandoned factory complex in Highland Park.
Get me the address, Pritchard. Because if we're lucky, whoever pulled our terrorist strings might still be there.
Well, hey! I thought this was kind of cool. You remember seeing the broken mirror in the bathroom? Mr. Jensen, in respect to your latest reminder to have the mirror in your bathroom replaced, may I remind you, once again, that the item is on back order. The situation is out of our hands, and no amount of pestering will make it arrive any sooner. And while on the subject, we are still unclear as to how precisely this mirror came to be damaged. Perhaps you can enlighten us. And, there we go. I believe we get the code here. 5375. I don't even need to remember them.
It's David.
Let me guess. You're sending me to Highland Park.
Not just yet. Frank's figured out why the network's been compromised. There's a persistent transmission coming from Derelict Row.
Street gang territory?
Well, our dead friend was posing as an Antioch. Who better to hide with than the D-Row ballers?
Right. I'm on my way.
Ta-da! You know, with the size of the TV, they could have made the hidden stash just a little bit bigger. Yes. Take you. And since I'm such a big fan of the pistol, take those. Alright, let's take a quick look. Ropes. I need to get used to the different menu systems. Armor piercing. What shall we... Oh, we only have the pistol. Never mind. That'll certainly come in handy against some of the armored foes we'll be going up against later on. It doesn't really matter whether you leave it open or not, but just because I'm weird that way, I want it closed. Oi! I was gonna use that
Reestablishing security system.
button. In a way, I kind of hate how precise you have to be with your reticule placement before you can activate something. I wish they'd allow just like a little bit of area around the object so you don't have to be so damn picky with where you place your reticule. So,
Jensen,
oh,
I'd appreciate it if you instructed your street informants to use more conventional means of contacting you.
What are you talking about, Pritchard?
I mean, I found a message stapled to your door. Colo, alley off Bagley Avenue, Ezekiel. How cryptic.
That's near Seraph HQ. I'll look into it. Oh, and it's Cholo.
I was about to say that. Anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted, it's pretty much the main mission now. Well, there's just this one side mission. If you remember, Zeke Sanders from the beginning of the game, the guy we let go, he's kind of repaying us. By giving us a little bit of information. Hey, they're still here. Awesome. I keep pressing the wrong button for sprint. Damn it. I've come the wrong way, haven't I? Let's take a little look into the sewer system, shall we? Need to be cautious of people. Which way do I want to go? Nope. Well, that's the brief tour of the sewers that was totally planned. But, no, not where we want to go. Let's get the hell out of here. Again. Well, not really again, actually. Right, so now we just have to go the long way, which is really unfortunate. I'd rather just have a nice short little trip, then have a short little trip back to the main objective, because that's what I really want to do. But no. To walk all the way through the subway. And I don't want to see that bad dancer again. I don't know about you guys. There he is.